Welcome back, friends, to some more Lord of the Rings Online. Something that I always mention in the first episode of a season, but I forgot last time, is to make sure you're watching this in 2x speed. I know it sounds a bit weird, but once you get used to it, you will really thank me. All gaming videos on YouTube, you should watch at 2x speed. Trust me on this one. Try it out and thank me later. So I'm going to continue doing some quests here in the North Downs in this episode. So let's get started. It's a pretty big map. There are a ton of quests here. There's also an instance in this map, which I usually do the instances at the very end of a season. The Fornost instance, it's a really cool one. You guys are definitely going to enjoy it. So I'm going to go talk to Matty Woodruff. He's the guy that got lost chopping trees, I guess. It's that lady's brother.
Oh, it's a soddy day.
So Elsie sent you. Well, I'm glad for it. Well, we did run afoul of them. Orcs. Fortunate to have escaped with our lives, we are. But our cart here, well, it didn't get off quite as well as you can see. No matter how many trees we fell, if we don't have our cart fixed, we can't bring them back to Trestlebridge.
I don't know if you can help me.
If we don't get a wheel for this cart, this lumber ain't going anywhere. I'd send you to Trestlebridge, but I doubt they'd have anything to spare. Every little bit there is precious. But there's some hope yet. See, there were some farmers escaping to Trestlebridge, and their wagons got overrun by them orcs. Well, their supplies were stolen and their carts broken up, but there might be a wheel from one of the carts that we can salvage. I don't think they dragged the carts into Nanwethrin, so I think you'll find the remains of the carts in the orc camp straight east of here. If we're going to find a wheel to salvage, it'll be there, I'd wager. Okay, so let's try that out. So I don't even have to fight these orcs. Makes my life pretty easy. I hope I can catch up to the content pretty quickly. I guess once I start getting around here in the map, we're right here right now, but once I start getting around here, I think the quests start to get more towards the level that I'm at.
Oh, woe be me.
Ah, you found one. This one looks like it'll work. It's a bit smaller than the other wheels, so the ride will be a bit rougher, but as long as we got this lumber to Trestlebridge, it won't matter how long or how rough the ride is.
I'm sure it will do no good.
Alright, while Noel here and I put on this wheel on the cart, there's one last thing I'd like to ask you. Go back to Elsie in Trestlebridge and tell her that all's well here. Once the cart is fixed, Noel and I are going to take down a couple more trees and bring our load down to the town. Of course, we couldn't have done it without your help. Thanks for that. Now hurry. Won't do to stand around waiting for orcs. Okay. Now before I go back to her, I am going to take care of the quest over here. That way I'm not running in and out of town a million times, and I'm trying to be efficient. So what am I doing up here? I guess I'm searching for the half-orcs who planted the powder. Some sort of super secret spy half-orc. I'm gonna have to kill him. There's no way around it. So this is straight up an orc camp. And what is this? He has a quest ring above his head, so let me kill him. And let's take a look. A book torn apart. You have discovered an old map page of some apparent historic significance upon the orcs slain in the Tarkrip assault camp. You should defeat Tarkrip orcs in the assault camp and collect any other pages you find. Definitely do that. And is this the guy? He looks like a half-orc, and he is named. So I'm going to throw down an ambush on him. Okay, nice. And there we go. Perfect. Now let me kill a few of these orcs here. Unfortunately, I can't gather them all up into a bunch and use AoE because most of these are ranged orcs. And I wonder if these have anything. Alright, I'll let the bleed take care of him. Some of these stolen goods. A number of crates lie scattered throughout the orc encampment northeast of Trestles, likely looted from the town. You should search the crates and collect anything that should be returned to the devastated town. Will do. So I guess each one of these crates counts as one. That's kind of interesting. Or never mind. Crate has already been looted. So I need to kill one more orc here. This guy's gonna be the victim. You have found a great number of scattered pages in the Tarkrip assault camp. These will surely be better off back in the hands of the people of Trestles rather than in the claws of the scheming orcs. Okay, and it looks like I got everything I needed. Collected the founder books in Trestles, bearing an inscription belonging to the Shelton family. Okay, perfect. So I found some nice historic text here. So let me head back into town, turn in some quests, grab some new ones. I love the Trestles span, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice landmark. North Downs, the landscape is somewhat similar to the Lowlands in my opinion. It's somewhat barren, but it's a really cool map. See how we're doing here. Oh, what's this? I should have done those. Okay, let me take this off my tracker, because this looks like it's much deeper in. Alright, let me talk to some people.
What do you need?
You have defeated the ugly brute? Thank you, Kippen. We will have to be less welcoming to travelers now, I'm afraid. If such a man could come unhindered and wreak such havoc, then we will never be safe. Orcs creep ever closer to our gates. These are dangerous times, my friend.
Could I have a word with you?
You have helped us a great deal, Kippen, but I see that you are ready to be on your way. I would like to give you a word of advice. Follow the Greenway north, but do not pass into the shadowed fields. Turn east at the crossroads, never go north beyond. You would do well to heed my advice. I bid you a safe journey. And if you look at the map, she's telling you to go east at the Greenway, because north leads you into Fornost, which is the instance and probably the place of greatest evil here in the North Downs. Now I do know from doing a little bit of reading into the lore that Fornost was a great fortress that was assaulted by the Witch King of Angmar, and that's about all I know for now.
How can I be of service?
Maddie and Noel are safe and sound? Oh, bless you, bless you. That's the best news I've heard in many a day. I was fearing the worst, but I'm glad to hear that my worries were for naught. I just hope they hurry up and get back to Trestles. I don't think I'll get a bit of rest until I see them back. So that book that I put together, I'm going to give back to the family here.
Hello there.
The Founder's Book. I have never thought to see it again. It is in rough shape, but I think you found most of the torn out pages. I'm sure I can repair it. Thank you, Kippen. I had never given it up for lost. Before I do anything, I want to see if it's in my inventory, if there's anything I can read. Doesn't look like it. Okay. And, oh, it looks like I was one Cribine short. I thought I had killed them all, but I guess not. So let's take a look here. I'm going to head towards this quest ring. And then pretty soon we're going to be able to start Book 3. If you remember from Book 2, Candaith sent us up here to talk to his ranger friend Halbered and see if he needs any help here in the North Downs. So, okay. I don't know what's in this quest ring. Forgot what quest this is. But I guess I'll find out soon enough. And if I find a carbine, I will kill him. But it looks like there's not any in these parts. Never mind, right as I say that, one appears. So let me kill this bad boy. And there we go. You defeated a number of the invading Crabine. And it looks like some of my other quests are going to be in here. Although I don't know if I want to go here just yet, because I think I'm going to pick up more quests that send me here. So I'm going to keep following the road here. Signpost points to a dark land to the north, Fornost, but the light of a campfire catches your eyes to the east. So there's Fornost, the fields of Fornost. Look forward to that towards the end of the season. Or actually, I'm going this way. I guess the fire was that way. So it looks like there is a ranger, and there are also some elves here.
A shadow is on my spirit.
Ah, hail, traveler. If you are in need of a warm fire or a meal, you are welcome to join our strange company. We do not get many folk at the edge of Fornost. What errand could possibly bring you hither? Wow, I just got like a ton of reputation. Interesting. What was that? What did I just complete? Of glories long past. Complete quests within the North Downs. Okay.
Would you stay a moment and learn of my troubles?
I am Mincham, a ranger of the north, and ever a protector of these lands. My duty bids me to keep watch over the fields of Fornost, for they have grown dark and evil. Wise folk do not come near this place. Allow me to introduce my companion, Colbert the Mad, so he likes to call himself. He wandered out of the field one day and sat himself down at my fire. It was some time ago, and he has not left.
Hello there.
The man fixes you with a hard stare, lines of amusement etched into his pale skin. Yes, I am Colbert the Mad. I came out of Fornost and lived to tell the tale. I remember no time before, but I walked the dark fields and saw many things. You are Kippen the Mad. Yes, mad, mad, to come to this place. There are ghosts, yes, and evil spirits, but more terrible than any are the bears.
Ah, a shadow is on my spirit.
And there is Idrimin, our vigilant lookout. He speaks but rarely and smiles not at all, but his watchful presence eases my fears and lets me sleep better at night, so I do not begrudge him his silence. I believe he came from Meluinen, far to the southeast, but I do not know what brought him hither. Idrimin peers at you calmly but does not speak. After a moment of uncomfortable staring, he looks away and seems to listen intently to some distant sound only he can hear.
Will you hear my sorrows?
You ask of Idrimin, he watches and listens all day. Myself, I haven't strong hearing, let alone the keen senses of the elves. I know not to what he hearkens. He speaks very little, but of one thing I am certain. Whatever draws his attention, he fears it. He will not venture into the fields of Fornost to seek it. You ask Idrimin what he hears, but he does not respond. His expression is slightly annoyed, as if you have interrupted him in something important. Alright, so I have to meditate. So let me get off my mount, I guess. You suddenly detect, just barely, a far-off song, ghostly and unsettling. You tell Ingerman that you have heard the strange voice, and he looks at you sharply. His words come haltingly, as if the common speech is strange to him. You hear the twisted song. Great evil lies beyond the lights of this fire. Do you seek death? If not, stay and listen from afar. Ingerman breaks the silence to caution you against seeking the voice. But of course we're gonna go seek the voice anyways, because we're rebels like that. Let's see what we can find. So there are definitely some oath breakers here, a bunch of ghosts. It's a pretty interesting filter they put in the Field of Fornost. It looks a little bit gloomy. I like it. Gives it a good vibe. And looks like this is the source of the singing. Just some random lady dancing in the fields.
What do you need?
Tra-lily-la, tra-la. Oh, but it is long since I had someone to sing and dance with me. Come sing, tra-lily, tra-la. Fool, I am all Onathon. You little indolent no more. Come to me now and die. Alright, so let me get rid of whatever has possessed this poor lady. You have driven off the fell spirit Onathron from Italy. I am driven from this one. But I am not defeated. We shall meet again. What has happened? Where am I? Where is she? Oh, you saved me from her. From... what's that dude's name? Onathron. Oh, I should go back now. Back home. Alright, you do that, lady. You do that. Don't get eaten by that Oathbreaker. So let me head back to the camp here. You did well. Not many could have survived such an encounter, let alone drive off a fell spirit without harming the girl. So is that her? Yes, it is. Interesting.
Will you hear my sorrows?
This poor girl, she is from a farm not far from here, but the fell spirit, Onathron, seems to have tricked her into coming. My duty does not allow me to pursue the villains of Fornost, unless they are unwise enough to venture south of where we stand, into the North Downs. I must stay here, but you are bound by no such oath. Of everyone, Colbert the Mad knows the most about Fornost and its many fell landmarks. Maybe he will have an inkling of where Onathron would likely be hiding.
What can I do for you?
You want to search the Field of Fornost? You cannot walk the steps I walked without going a tad mad. I came from the north and the west, and I saw a pile of dirt with bones sticking out, with treasure glinting from within. I saw lights that called me to my death, and I saw graves wherever I looked. So he's giving me a vague list of landmarks. Let me go investigate each and every single one of them. Piles of earth, deathly lights, and graves. And this guy has a quest ring, so let me actually attack him. And I guess it's going to be a quest to kill a bunch of these. Shades of Oathbreakers, cursed to remain after life has fled, haunt the fields of Fornost. They are deadly in their hatred of all things that live and breathe. So I got to kill about 10 of them. I can do that. No problem. Close out of that. And looks like these bar guests are also going to have a quest ring, so let me do some of that. And I guess there's no point in killing two at once, because I need the quest first before they even count for anything. Fel and foul bar guests have taken to wandering the fields of Fornost. They follow the dead, and they leave death in their wakes. Okay. So I'll definitely kill some of these as well. So no quest ring above the field bears, so I'm not going to bother with them for now. I accidentally killed a deer. I feel so bad. Didn't mean to, guys. Did not mean to. He just caught the bad end of my AoE. Alright, let me kill some Oathbreakers. Get that bad boy. Kill this guy. And let me actually try to make my way towards a quest ring as I kill these things. So, another quest here. You feel a terrible chill and you realize that a great and old evil presence is near. You have encountered Nathir, a terrifying presence in the fields of Fornost. This ghostly being has gained power from having pulled the life from the lands around it. And I guess that's him right there. Come closer, warm creature. Closer. And he's dead. Let the cold take you. Do not be afraid. You have defeated one of the chief forces of evil in the fields of Fornost, Nathir, who drains the warmth from men. Okay, and I see a grave off in the distance, so let me go investigate it. There's actually a couple of them. There's actually 3 of them. They're all around here. I'm gonna kill some Oathbreakers while I'm here. I guess these are ranged, so I can't really bunch them up as much as I would have liked. That's okay, though. Let me get rid of this guy. You have defeated many shades in western fields of Fornost. So I still need to kill some bar guests. Need to examine these graves. Let me see where I can go from here. Just gonna keep doing the graves, I guess. All of these graves have been recently disturbed. Right. Getting pretty close to killing all the bar guests that I need. A faint glimmer catches your eye as you approach this disturbed burial site. The disturbed tomb in this clearing seems to shimmer briefly with an odd eeriness. Perhaps it was only a trick of the light, but you should investigate more closely. Okay, so there are hateful lights here. And there is a big freaking dude here. Perfect. So I have dispersed the wicked lights of Morphan. You have dispersed Morphan's fell light from this haunted place. So there's a ton of quests here that I just get by randomly exploring the landscape, so that means it's going to be pretty easy for me to miss a lot of quests, but that's why I have the checklist up on my website. That way if I miss one, I can always come back and do it. You feel a hatred bent upon you and realize that a presence filled with fury is near. You have encountered Akasoth, a terrifying being in the fields of Fornost. This ghostly entity has grown in bloodlust from having pulled the life from the lands around it. Alright, so more of these guys. Let me kill this bar guest here. And it's gonna be the last bar guest. You have defeated many bar guests in western fields of Fornost. Then let me get rid of this guy here. Come closer, worm creature, closer. And there we go. You have defeated one of the chief forces of evil in the fields of Fornost, bloodthirsty Akasoth, killer of men. So let me try to finish up some of these quests and head back into the camp. Just need to explore a few more things here. Right, let me go this way. Need a couple more graves, it looks like. Maybe up here. Alright, perfect. So now I just need to explore some piles of earth, and then I should be good to go and turn in some quests. As Colbert the Mad hinted, you have encountered some odd-looking mounds during your exploration of the fields of Fornost. You should dig and see if there's anything worth finding buried in the strange ground. I like that I can mine on horseback. It's pretty convenient. So I guess I unearth a bunch of whites, but I don't have to fight them since I am over-leveled. Good for me. Makes this quest pretty easy. And there we go. The digging was dangerous work in disturbed and sullied earth, but you uncovered some valuables just the same. You are richer for your troubles. Nice, 18 silver. Swimming in money right now. So let me return to the camp now, finally. Probably get another set of quests up there as well. There she is, dancing away again. Looks like she got possessed another time. Fields of Fornost looks so cool, man. The way they describe it with words, if I were to picture it in my head, it would definitely be something like this, which is what they created.
A shadow is on my spirit.
You tell Mincham of the wights who spoke of Ulnathorn and Thamlorn, the waking of Morphan, light of death, and newly disturbed graves. If your tale is true, Ulnathorn has likely retreated to Thamlorn, but her power has not waned. This is troubling news, Kippen.
Will you stay a moment?
I
and
believe
learn of my
Onathrone
troubles?
is at Thamlorn, some ruins in the western fields. I have heard dark rumors about that place of late, and it could well be that the source of evil stirrings in Fornost. My horse will take you there if you wish to go. You must be careful. You are a seasoned warrior, but this is a truly evil place. Alright, so we are going to try that out in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to join the fellowship by hitting the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next episode. Thanks again.